Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I want to introduce a new quant monitor framework for live strategy monitoring, portfolio tracking, and market regime analysis. This system connects backtest data, live trading results, portfolio overlay, and current market conditions into one practical workflow, so you can see not only how your strategies perform, but also why they perform the way they do. The main goal is simple: to help traders understand their systems more deeply, monitor them in real time, and make better decisions with full context. In this scene, I want to show you where the whole Quant Monitor workflow is stored inside the MT5 MQL directory. Inside the Experts folder under Advisors, you will find the three main EAs that are attached directly to charts. These are the core tools of the workflow. Inside the Files folder, you place the HTML exports from the MT5 strategy tester. These backtest exports are automatically loaded and inserted before the live data coming from MT5 account history. Inside Files under the Quant Monitor subfolder, you will find the SQLite databases that store both historical backtest trades and live trades, as well as the CSV configuration file that contains the ideal market condition values for my trading EAs. These values are then compared with the current market conditions by the Market Regime Profile EA. Inside Include under the Quant Monitor folder, you will find the source code of the helper classes used by the EAs. For premium users, the system is open, which means they can extend it and program their own additional functionality. And finally, inside Indicators under Quant Monitor, there is the indicator used to display the strategy equity curve directly in the chart window. In this scene, I'm showing the Quant Monitor Monitoring EA. At the bottom of the chart, you can see the strategy equity curve displayed in a separate window. And when I move the mouse over it, the system shows the strategy balance for that point in time. Inside the main chart window, the blue and red trades on the left are loaded from the backtest. As soon as the EA reaches the live trading period, it starts displaying live trades from MT5 account history in green and red. You can clearly see that these live trades go back roughly 1 year. In the upper left corner, the panel shows key strategy metrics, such as profit factor and win rate, across different recent periods. This gives a very simple and practical way to evaluate how the strategy has been developing lately. I can zoom in, zoom out, and change the time frame, while the monitoring remains fully visual and easy to interpret. The whole process should work automatically. In the strategy inputs, I specify the strategy comment that I want to display. So if I have, for example, 3 different strategies trading on the same instrument, I can filter them by comment and monitor them separately. I also specify the name of the backtest file stored in the Files folder. This allows the EA to connect the backtest with live history and create one continuous view of the strategy. With this EA, I can monitor multiple strategies on the same ticker, compare them directly against the price chart, and focus on understanding why a strategy may not currently be performing as expected. In this scene, I am showing the Quant Monitor Portfolio Overlay EA. In the settings, the first main input controls which symbols and strategies are displayed based on their comments. This means I can simply separate multiple strategies with commas and choose exactly how many of them I want to include in the portfolio view. That gives me a very practical way to compare the historical and live performance of several strategies at the same time. The input called Days Back defines how many days of equity history I want to display. I usually work with the last 1 year because I still remember the market regimes during that period and how each strategy reacted to them. At the same time, I can also test a much longer history, for example, 1500 days back, if I want a broader portfolio view. Inside the chart, I can still change time frames and screen resolution, so the display remains flexible and easy to inspect. The points plotted along the equity curves show the strategy balances at different moments in time. This helps me track equity highs, equity lows, and the overall shape of each strategy very clearly. It also allows me to study clusters of losses and clusters of gains, and to evaluate whether strategies are becoming more correlated in live trading than they appear to be in the backtest. This is especially useful when I want to monitor loss accumulation, profit accumulation, and the real diversification effect inside the portfolio. The final EA is called Quant Monitor Multi-Market Regime Dashboard. Using symbol price data, I created a set of indicators that classify the current market state. These indicators describe things like direction, structure, volatility, momentum, and overall regime conditions. Then I took my own strategies and analyzed how they react to these market state indicators in terms of profits and losses. In other words, I was not only looking at whether a strategy made money, but also under which market conditions it made money and under which conditions it tended to lose. These preferred values, ranges, and ideal condition profiles for my strategies are stored inside a CSV file and then compared with live market data in real time. This allows the dashboard to evaluate whether the current market is favorable, neutral, or unfavorable for each strategy. At the same time, every strategy is unique, and this is exactly the point where the user needs to do their own work. Yeah, the user should perform their own strategy analysis, define their own preferred market ranges, and, if needed, add their own logic through custom programming. That is one of the main advantages of this workflow. The system is open and customizable. With a paid version of ChatGPT, it is possible to work directly with the source code, analyze the SQLite databases, adjust thresholds, refine market regime logic, and add completely new functions based on your own strategy behavior and real trading data. Thank you for watching, and I hope this Quant Monitor framework gives you new ideas for how to monitor, understand, and improve your own trading systems. I wish you disciplined execution, clear thinking, and successful trading. See you in the next video.